everyone, it's Laci Green, and this is DNews, a new series that we are kicking off. I have a special video for those of you coming over from my Sex Plus show. It's a topic I think y'all will like. You guys know I feel kind of weird about marriage. I think it's one of those rituals in society that we get very neurotic about. We have very specific ideas about how it all needs to go down, and if it doesn't, oh man, there's gonna be hell to pay. Bridezilla, anybody? There was a study that came out this week surveying some UC Santa Cruz undergrads about marriage proposals and whose job that should be. 2/3 of the students, both male and female, said they definitely want the man to propose. Only 2.8% of women said they'd kind of want to propose, and not a single person, that's 0 out of 277, wanted a woman to propose. When asked why, some of the guys were like, I'll feel emasculated, and one of the women said that female proposals would be very awkward, and I totally agree. But I also think the whole thing is pretty awkward when you think about it, especially the big public ones. It's like you're being held hostage or something. Will you marry me? Oh, and by the way, don't say no right now, because that'll make all these people watching feel real uncomfortable. Maybe I'm a weirdo, in fact I almost certainly am, but is it so strange to just mutually agree to marry? Like you've lived together for 5 years, you're having dinner, and your partner gives you the last slice of pizza. And you're like, hey, I think we've got something here. Another issue examined in this study is the name-changing thing. People were actually a little less passionate about maintaining tradition when it comes to last names. In this study, 3/5 of the students preferred the traditional arrangement of the woman giving up her last name. Those who wanted to keep their own name said that they thought it was more appropriate for a job or that it was part of their personal identity, or some said that they thought it was sexist. When the researchers asked those in favor, why do you want to change your name? About 1/3 of women said that it symbolizes unity. It helps form a family identity, and it's nice for everyone to have matching names, which I also agree, and that's why everyone in my family is gonna take my last name. Another 1/3 of the female participants wanted to give up their last name because of gender roles. One woman explained, it's a tradition, and that's how things are done. And I guess that's kind of true, but we could say that about a lot of things, right? Marriage itself started as an exchange of property. Women couldn't own land or ask for a divorce, and they could be legally beaten by their husbands. That's how things were done. Your own mom wasn't allowed to open a bank account in the 70s without permission from your dad. That's also how things were done. Now, don't get me wrong, I totally think people should make whatever choices they want about their marriage. Whoever you want to propose or whatever name you want to use, wonderful, really. But I do think that when we ask, why do we feel this way about multi-layered social issues like marriage? I find an answer like, that's just how things are done, a little disappointing. It's a little jab at the heart. So there's a lot of interesting stuff going on here in this study, and I'd love to know, newly blossoming DNews audience, how you feel about marriage proposals. Do you want to stick with tradition, or do you have other plans? Let me know in the comments, and we will be back with another video for you tomorrow. We'll see you then.